Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the second preliminary final between the West Coast Eagles and North Melbourne. Now this is an extremely big game, although every game at this stage of the year is big, but this one's probably not as big as the Hawthorn Fremantle one in my mind. I'm recording this the day on the Friday, so I don't know who's won that game yet for the Hawthorn Freo, and they'll play the winner of that in the grand final. And I believe that winner will be the West Coast Eagles. Now, on the AFL website, I think all 15 of their expert tipsters picked the Eagles, so they give North Melbourne absolutely zero chance of winning this game. And I'm with them because, in reality, although North Melbourne has made it into the preliminary final, they haven't done it as well as some of the other teams. Fremantle had to beat Sydney, although Sydney weren't, that superb. Hawthorn, they destroyed Adelaide coming off a big loss in Perth. West Coast destroyed Hawthorn, so they're coming off that really, really strong performance. And North Melbourne, although they have made the preliminary final from 8th, if we look at who they've beaten, they beat Richmond, who, let's face it, Richmond aren't the greatest team in finals over the last couple of years, and they probably played one of their worst games for the year too. So, they beat Richmond, and then they beat Sydney, who were probably the weakest team inside the top 4 and probably shouldn't have been there because of all their injuries, I guess. If you started the season at round 12, I think, then Sydney wouldn't have been as high. But you can't start the season there. Anyway, regardless, I don't think North Melbourne have a shot of winning this game. They might think they have a chance. They have nothing to lose. I guess that's the only real thing going for them, is that they have nothing to lose, so they can, throw it all out there. No one's expecting them to win, because the reality is, I think they might have beaten West Coast last time they played them. Might have been, I think it was in Tasmania when they did that. But the biggest battle of the night will be between Todd Goldstein and Nick Natanui. Whoever wins that contest will decide a lot of what happens down, the ends of the ground. It's going to be one in between the 50s once again. Ben Brown obviously won't ruck as often as Goldstein does, because Goldstein does like a 95% ruckman duel thing. But it's basically going to be between Goldstein, who's probably the best round the ground ruckman, versus Nick Natanui, who's the best centre bounce ruckman in the comp. So it'll be a great battle to watch those two at work, and to see who, if either team tries to shark the other one's hits because one ruckman's dominating, or if one ruckman just gets on top and then their team destroys. But I think it's going to be the Eagles pretty easily. You look at their forward line, LeCras, Kennedy, Darling. That's pretty much going to set the tone for them, and they're going to get off to an absolute flyer. With the North forward line's pretty tall and pretty strong too. However, the West Coast Eagles defenders are playing some really, really good team footy at the moment, and regardless of their personality in there, everyone's been able to play their role really well. So I think the Eagles to play in the grand final, this one's a certainty for me. No chance North Melbourne. If I'm proven wrong, then good on North Melbourne for pulling out the victory. Plus, the Eagles get Pritis back, they get Marson back, and that's scary to think that they beat Hawthorn by such a big margin without those players. So anyway, West Coast to win for me. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know who's going to win in the comments below. Leave a big thumbs up, and hope whoever you're going for wins. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all soon. Yeah, I guess.